not a dog house, this is our new pig house. So welcome back everybody to our channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're not, welcome back. So this week we have a new pig house.
So with the new pig house, all we need to do is go and get the new pigs, and then I'll show you around what we've been doing to accommodate them. A quick trip to Frankie Off-Grid.
And with Christmas coming up, I'm going to show you how to make some really easy Christmas decorations.
We've also got the caterpillars back, so I'm going to continue cutting down the rest of the pine trees nearer the house. As you can probably hear, they think it's feed time already, but we're going to try and get them in these cat boxes, and then it just makes it easier to handle.
I've got piggy biggies.
Look, it's in here. Wow, it's a bit close squeeze for you.
Well, if I put the food down, we just grab them while we're eating.
Yep. What? No, it's in here.
The thing is, because we're left carrying them like this, aren't we?
You don't want to go in. You don't. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. We somehow managed to get them here by hook or by crook. This is their new house. I will be filling the sides in, and
They're bigger than we thought, aren't they?
they've grown a lot more than what we thought.
Yes.
They don't fit in these boxes anymore.
No, going by the scale previous that we used.
So they've got a little food bowl there. I'm just going to give them a little bit of food, a bit early today, but you know, get them used to the new house and stuff.
And you'll bring the water up.
And I'll go and get the water.
So Bubba, what do you think of your new home? And squeaks. So already off on an adventure. Hey? Says Max. Hello, Max. What do you think of your new neighbours, Max? Hey? What do you think of your new neighbours? Good boy. So they've got an enormous amount of space now for these two little piggies. Who's that? Yes, that's your friend Max that you escaped to. Come on.
Pigs here. Big pigs. No, might have to go over with the bowl.
Yeah. Come on. Look. They're eating olives. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Bribery. Yeah.
So we've got a new food bowl that we pinned to the ground because they've lost two of their other food bowls.
Yeah.
This is a bit bigger, so they plenty of room for them to share, I hope.
Or push each other around.
Well, I was going to say, Bubble's not very good at sharing.
No.
But
so I'll quickly show you around the new enclosure. Hello. So in here now they have quince and orange and acorns and olives. Well, actually no olives because they got loads here.
Ground, yeah.
So
And
there's
obviously
the
pig
house
food.
with the water beside it now. We've got a dry week coming, so we'll be doing the slats during the week. But for now, I mean, it's nice and cosy in there. And they've got plenty of room, obviously, for two little piggies. But the idea is that we think our big pig Cindy may well be pregnant, so she'll be coming up here.
Hopefully.
Squeak has a new home. We can't quite say yet where he's going, but he has a new home, much needed. And Bubble will be staying here as part of our stock. So yeah, they've got all these olives sort of left over from the harvest, ones that have fallen off the tree previously, etc. In here. I've reinforced the bottom of the gate with two extra planks just to make sure they don't push their way through there, and put a bolt on the outside. And they have this huge lake here. Yeah. So if they want to go for a swim in the summer, it's not a problem. I need to get in there. I'm going to make a raft, get in there and trim that tree anyway. And yeah. So I've put some extra wire on the bottom of the gate. This wire is smaller than the malleusol, so they shouldn't be able to get through that. And I've also wrapped, just in case, some extra wire all the way around here and up there. And Max is in here anyway, so somewhere. Max! Max! You got new neighbours, mate. You got some new neighbours. Good boy. Yeah, so they've got all this lush grass. So we've just had a delivery of hay strawy stuff. What is it?
Hay strawy stuff.
Hay strawy stuff. We're just going to use it for bedding. Need to get it under cover for tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to try and get it through that door if possible.
I don't think that'll fit, will it?
No. We'll roll it under there.
Yeah. Do you need twine for your trousers?
Yeah. That's good for it.
That's pretty much under.
Like that?
Yeah, I'll do.
And then tomorrow we'll try and get it through there. So, a quick trip to Frankie Off Grid, a little bit more walling and stuff, put all these big ones in the back here. And yeah, it's nearly completely surrounded now. So, Ewan's doing well. Yeah, just all these big ones are in, so we've just got a little bit there and there. And we've shaped some to go there. And Ewan's cracking on with this now, so yeah, soon be concrete in this.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So as you can see, it's a little bit foggy and wet and damp and horrible outside, but
Oh dear.
Andrea is busy doing stuff inside for the market.
Making a mess.
Next Sunday, yeah, or for the market on Sunday.
This Sunday, yes, this Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us what you're doing.
I am making snowflakes.
Okay. Show some.
Well, we have here one a typical Blue Peter. Here's a big one that I made earlier. Actually, there's the hanging bit there. So.
Wow.
So that's what we call a.
Can you turn it around so we can see that it's 3D.
A 3D snowflake.
Okay.
So, and I also will be making. Now these need to be sort of ironed out, but some little snowflake, just single.
Right.
Like really easy. Like I say, you can make any.
So I'm guessing that the whole kitchen now is going to be decorated with these.
Yes, we're going to have snowflakes everywhere.
Cool.
So we have. I mean, this is just normal printer paper, and everything always starts with a square. So to make a square, we just go corner, follow the line along. Good crease. Half decent scissors, and then I just cut along the edge there. Now this little bit here that's cut off, I'm saving because I make more squares. So again, corner to the little ones always seem to be a bit more awkward. And out of each off cut I can get 2 squares. One. And with these little bits here, I'm going to make a smaller version of the 3D one because that's using 6 squares of the larger square, and now we have small squares. And with that, we fold it in half. The long end and the crease there. So against the crease, we make 3 slits. So this would be applicable for whether it's the large square or, as in this case, a small square. When you open it up,
If you can open it up.
If you can open it up, you get this pattern.
Okay.
Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place that pen there, just to help a little bit. Get my glue gun, little blob of glue on there. And then carefully fold that piece back up. I don't know if you can see it with my finger in the way, but I'm using the pen as a sort of guide there. So we hold that one in place. That's the worst one to do because it's a smaller one. This gets turned over. And you do exactly the same this side. And what I try to do is get the tips to meet. So that would go to there. So you've got your pointy bits. Don't worry about all the stringy stuff, that does come off really easily. And then you turn over and you do the other side. Bit too much glue there. But it'll stick well. Then as it has turned over, last little blob. We do that with all 6 pieces, so you end up
the phone call.
The phone call. So I should come back and show you the rest all done. Okay, so now I've made 6 of these little arms, because a snowflake has 6 arms. So we're going to stick these together, and all I'm going to do is just put them, let's say, blob of glue. Oops, drop it on the floor. And stick like so. So I'll do that with all 6 a minute. So we've got the 6 arms on, and now we just glue these little bits here where they were pre-glued previously. So this just sort of keeps the shape better then. So that bit to there. Give it a quick squeeze. That bit to that one. So that's the last of the little middle arms joined. Now what I've got some paper clips and I'll say invisible thread. I nearly lost it then. This is really, really fine stuff. So I'm just gonna take off a little piece. I think
it's nothing there, you're just making it up.
I know, it's horrible stuff really. But I'm gonna try to sort of tie this together. It's like I say, it's horrible stuff. I thought I had some thicker stuff, but I can't find it because it's invisible thread. And with that, I'm just going to put a paper clip. Oh, I'll just take off the little tails there. Like I say, it's really not to see it. So we're going to paper clip an end with hopefully this stuff, and then what I do is glue it as well to make sure that it stays there. So that's going to go there, and then I'm going to put a nice lot of glue around as well. And then you have your little 3D snowflake.
Awesome. And you could also do this with sparkly paper and card and all sorts of things.
So really, let's say the 3D ones are a little bit more complicated, but I'll quickly run through a flat snowflake, which again is a brilliant thing that you can just sit down with your children and just have a good fun time making lots of snowflakes and a bit of a mess. So, okay, so I'm just going to quickly do a rough snowflake guide for you guys. Rectangle piece of paper, make into a square. Right, let's move that one out of the way. So do a triangle, and then again another triangle. Now because, as I said before, snowflake has 6 points, you need to fold this to make thirds, and it's generally, you sort of have a bit of a guesswork and you sort of go, try that, and then this piece here needs to fold over. Now as you can see, that's too much. So all I do is just move that up a little bit more. You do sort of eventually get it you can get it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's a bit better for your snowflake if it's as good as you can. So we get, now I've gone too far. There we go. So you end up with that. Now if you turn it over, you can see there's a line here. So we cut that off there. And that's your basic snowflake. To make one with a bit more sort of pointy ends, you know, so have a like that as opposed to, I mean that one's still got a bit pointy ends, but you can cut down. This is the seam here, so you don't want to cut that one off completely, but you can go down and you can even do something like that. Get rid of that. This is going to be the middle point, so quite often it's quite nice to have a bit of a shape in there, so we'll do a cut out a triangle out there, and then we can just go. See. Don't cut all the way across, that's the important thing, because if you do, you lose your snowflake. So we'll just put a few triangles in here. And do one in there. And let's have a little bit of a wiggle over here as well. It's always, they always turn out different, but snowflakes are all different, aren't they?
Never two alike.
Apparently so, and I've got my scissors stuck. Okay, the great reveal. Shove the rubbish out the way. Ta-da!
Well, look at you, you fancy snowflake and this going on. So what you're saying is you'd iron this flat or...
Yes, no, what I use, I've got a pair of hair straighteners and they're really easy because you can just run them off as opposed to an iron, so which you can do as well, but you obviously don't want it too hot. But that seems to... it gets rid of the creases so your snowflake looks better, and it also seems to stiffen up the paper a little bit because this is just the same normal printer paper. So as it is, it's fairly floppy, but I'll go and iron one and we'll show you the before and after. So there's a before. Okay, so I've just gone and hair ironed them, you know, with my tong things, and as you can see they look a lot better, creases are out, and they'll be much nicer to hang now. So there we go. So that's a few little snowflakes. We're so popular.
The caterpillar's back, so I'm going to continue cutting down the rest of the pine trees nearer the house. Nearly a year ago we done the big ones up in Max's paddock, so I'll just cut these down. Yeah, so I'm in with Max. I'm just going to stay here with the camera and keep Max here. I'm going to fell the two remaining big ones in this paddock. Get them down before we have caterpillars up.
Yeah, these were really bad with caterpillars actually, weren't they?
Yeah.
So, Max, good boy. Right, you're going to stay here with Mummy and be camera dog to keep an eye on Daddy. This will make a big difference to this area as well. And like I said, with the amount of caterpillars we had last year, we've still got a couple of trees that are looking a bit ropey. There she goes. That's the first one. Okay, and this is the reason we're cutting these down. These little
Blighters.
blighters, yes.
They're not at the stage yet where they're dangerous. They've just about started to make a nest.
It's the nest that's once they're in there.
And then when you touch them or provoke them, they fire off all their hairs, which is what causes the problem. So
we'll cut this bit off. And this
actually
will
I'll
get
burn
burnt.
these.
Yeah, this bit will get burnt.
And then yeah, I think we're just in time.
So
Because last year we had over 300 of these nests, but
I mean,
not anymore.
it's a shame to cut a tree down, but we're promoting all the cork oaks in this paddock. If I just pan around a bit. So we have, there's Nick obviously, so we have all these lovely cork oaks here. These are so much nicer tree to have anyway. Yeah.
Look who's joined us, Boris the Brave.
Oh, Boris the Brave.
Hello Boris. Hello Boris. What you doing? What you doing? Hey, good boy. Good boy. Yeah. What? What?
So yes, have a quick look and make sure there's no other nests, but there's plenty of pine cones and other greenery for me to, and there's my shadow. cup of tea in the sunshine.
Yeah, so okay everyone, that's it for us, from us this week. Thanks for watching. As usual, thanks for liking and thanks for subscribing, and don't forget to be notified about future videos coming up from us. Ring that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one, which the next one's going to be our Christmas special. So don't forget to tune in, and we're going to just cover what we've achieved this year so far and up to Christmas, and then what we've got planned. There's a big long list. What we've got planned for next year. So thanks for watching, and see you next week for the Christmas special. Bye.